Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic review for the um, NWA show for NWA Power Show for the 22nd of June 2021. And again, this show, you know, um, continues to deliver in good wrestling. It continues to be a wrestling show. I know there's not a lot of people that like that these days in favor of the more high impact, non sequential, spot laden stuff. But I like the storytelling here far more than anything that most of the national companies do on a week to week basis. Anyhow, so we open with Kyle Davis starting the show, Strictly Business, talking about the main event triple threat with Paro, Adonis, and Latmir. Winner advancing to face JTG next week for the national title. They talked about having an advantage in the match. Camille criticized Corgan for making a triple threat. Adonis insisted this was Corgan stacking the odds and striking against Strictly Business. May Valentine is with the War Kings, and Crimson talks about his upcoming match with Slice Boogie. Mystery Man defeating Mims. Anyway, match is a little bit slower. Debut of the Masked Man that we've seen in recent weeks. He showed decent techniques in grounding Mims pretty quickly. Tim Storm says he's on the same page, and then Mystery Man hits a back suplex on Mims and some hard strikes. Mims is never completely out of the match. Mystery Man's clearly the more dominant and experienced grappler and has the ability to win. Mims makes a comeback and hits a splash. Mystery Man responds with a sling blade and a Death Valley driver, scoring the pinfall. Black Chiefs and Jordan Clearwater are with Kyle Davis, and Jeeves promises that they had a plan for their upcoming match. Tyrus with Austin Idol defeats Black Jeeves and Justin Clearwater. They certainly are committed to Titus. It's not something I agree with, but they're committed, and so we see where it goes. Match starts with Jeeves laying down, and then he asks Clearwater to lay down, and Clearwater refuses. Jeeves then tries to convince him to do so, and eventually he does. Stays down, Tyrus pins them, and this is a non-match. Anyway, Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb were with Kyle Davis, and the crowd is reacting to both ladies. It said there's some tension between the two of them, and Deeb defeats Rosa for the title. Deeb said she wanted a rematch for the title, and Rosa said she should have been the number one contender. And eventually they're going to have another singles match. Deeb indicates that she wants to mentor someone like Kylie Ray, who comes out, talks about how great Deeb is and how great Rosa is. She's happy to be there with them. Rosa indicates that she wants a mentor. Melina comes out thinking it's her, but she's wrong. It's Sky Blue. They break down into a brawl. A little bit of a mess as far as brawl is concerned. May Valentine is there with Tyron Tyrell in Genocide. Tyron says she's overlooking Genocide. Tyrell calls AEW AWE, which doesn't bode well for her future. Anyhow, Crimson with Jack Stane defeats Slice Boogie with Marshall Rocket in a no DQ grudge match. I don't know why they need to go grudge match this quickly. Crimson is improving on a regular basis. They're doing a bit of the will you get along storyline, which they're already doing other places here, which is a little chaotic. Crimson goes right after Boogie, beats him around the ring and ringside. Crimson comes back with Boogie getting kicked in the middle ropes and low blow. Crimson hits an axe kick for a pinfall attempt. Crimson uses his power and experience advantages, gets a bit of a comeback. Boogie hits a tornado inverted DDT for near fall. Boogie then grabs a chair and sets up in the corner between the middle and top rope. Crimson reverses an Irish whip and suplexes Boogie and then sends Boogie to the floor. Crimson then whips Boogie with the belt around ringside. Boogie tries for low blow, but Crimson hits a Death Valley driver and stops with a pinfall and goes for the chair. Dane tells him he didn't need the chair. Crimson listens and hits Death Valley driver for the pinfall. Aaron Stevens and Trevor Murdoch are on commentary for the next match, as they were both NWA National Champions. Anyway, so in the main event of this particular show, national title qualifier Chris Adonis defeats Tom Latmere and Paro. Not a bad main event. Story of the match being Latmere and Adonis both wanting to win, but making sure Paro didn't win supersedes all of that. Paro looks like a powerful beast in the match, but couldn't overcome the odds of 2-on-1 against him. Adonis uses his brain to win. And anyway, so Adonis and Latmere spends the early part of the match double teaming Paro, sending him to the floor. And then Paro gets time to recover while on the floor. Paro comes back into the ring. Latmere and Adonis send him back to the floor. Problems between Adonis and Latmere begin to escalate. Latmere tries to pin Paro, and Adonis breaks it up. Paro then takes advantage of this and starts throwing both men around like a monster because he is one. He hits the Paro driver on Adonis. Latmere breaks up the pinfall. Paro made Latmere pay with a powerbomb and a near fall. Strictly Business hit a double superplex on Paro, and when Latmere goes to stop for the moonsault, Adonis steals the pin by pinning Paro. Latmere is angry, but Adonis promised Latmere get the first title shot, and Adonis moved on to face JTG next week for the National Championship. And that will close the program. As mentioned, still good as always, and it's NWA, so worth supporting. We'll be back with more right after this.